What is a credit reorganization program? It's sometimes also called a credit reorg program. Let me go back to a scenario and we'll try and understand why credit reorganization is needed. So we have a customer, that's where we start, and then he placed an order for 10,000K, assuming that he has a credit limit of 100K. Now there is a setting that determines how the credit limit should be considered, whether it is static or dynamic. If yes, what's the credit horizon, so on and so forth. All of this is done in OVA8. So these are our credit management settings. And this, for example, is customer credit data. Now, let's come to the transactions. On January, there is an order, and the first one is for, say, 5,000. Say, in the month of January again, there is a second order for 10,000, and a third order for 2,000. So the total is 17,000 for the month of January. And say February, there are more orders coming in. Fourth order, 5,000. Fifth order, 10,000. Sixth order, 15,000. And this total here is around 5 plus 10 plus 15 is 30,000. Now, in the month of March, there's another order that's going to come in, but by that time, maybe because of the way the customer is behaving, the AR or the accounts receivable department has reset the credit limit of 100K to say 40K or 40,000 or 50,000. Let's say 40,000. Now, what's the totals here? We have 30 and then plus 17 is 47, which was okay previously, but as of the latest situation when the credit limit has been revised, ideally this order should have failed. But this has happened in the past. And there could be another order in the month of March, which is, say for example, 7th order for 5,000. This will obviously fail, which is good. But what about this order? If you think of things in retrospect, meaning it was okay at that point, maybe February 10th, when this order was placed, the credit limit was 100K and it was okay at that point. But come March, because the credit limit has been revised, this order or the latest order, the 6th order, will kind of go over the credit limit. But SAP does not understand it because it's something that has happened in the past and you have changed the credit limit in the future, maybe in the month of March. Is there a way to correct this problem? Yes. So SAP provides a program called Credit Reorganization Program. The name of the program is RVKRED 77. It's a very popular program, RVKRED 77, popularly called Credit Reorg Program, and it's a standard SAP program that's delivered out of the box. You don't have to do anything. Just go to SC38, run this program, and the system will automatically take care of this situation. So it will understand that the credit has been changed. So this order will be put on block. Now, if it is 6 orders, one customer, it's easy for us to understand and maybe do a change. But if you have 100,000 customers and say 100,000 orders coming in for the entire month, you need to have some kind of an automation to really make sure that such things don't happen. And this program, the Credit Reorg program, will come to your help. Another example where you could use this reorg program is when wrong values are put in your SIS structures. Say there's a customer who has placed an order, right, for 10,000, but there is some piece of code, maybe an user exit or some custom programming that's wrongly written, and it has wrongly updated your SIS or LIS structures, basically the S066 and S067, and it has updated it as 5K instead of 10K. Now, how do you fix this? You can't go to LIS structures or SAS structures and change it, right? And this has already happened. So how do you fix problems like that if it happens across a broad range of sales documents or dates? So you can use the same program, RVK RED 77, to do corrections as well. So what it will do is go open up all the documents that satisfy your search criteria, and then open them and then save them. When you open and save a document, it will automatically do a credit check again and ensure that the correct values are updated in your SIS tables. Sometimes you might not want to do it if you have a very large range of documents, in which case you might want to see that for a particular customer, if you run this program, what are the updates, like a preview. And SAP does that. It gives you a special program for that called RVK RED 88, which is the same program, but it's a simulation. So it will tell you that after running this program, I'm gonna update the sales value, the old value being 10,000, the new value being 5,000, the open delivery value, this is the old, this is the new, this is the old, this is the new. So it projects or simulates the updates that it's gonna do to these SIS tables after running the standard program. So if you want to just simulate and see how things work, go run this program. If you're satisfied with the results, run this program, the main program, and it will automatically update the SIS tables with the correct values.